Have a nice day. Dose of Grammar is about to begin discussing Chapter 2, dealing about single word modifiers, expanding sentences, following the 5 basic sentence patterns. But before that, let me show you first the correct analysis and diagram of the sentence I have posted before as part of your reinforcement learning activity. Here is the given sentence. Government grants us assistance. This sentence follows the pattern subject plus transitive verb plus indirect object plus direct object. As usual, we are going to use a table with 4 columns in analyzing a sentence. The first column is for the elements or words of the given sentence. The second column is for the word's name or classification. The semi-last column is for the word's function. And the last column is for the word's relationship to other word in the sentence. Our given example of sentence is composed of 4 words. These are government, grants, us, and assistance. Let us now begin analyzing this sentence with the first word government. Government is classified as common noun. This common noun is used as subject of the sentence, and being the subject of the sentence, it personifies the action being expressed by the verb grants. The next word is grants. Grants is classified as transitive verb. This transitive verb is used as simple predicate, and this simple predicate expresses the action being personified by the subject government. The semi-last word is as. As is classified as personal pronoun. This personal pronoun is used as indirect object, and this indirect object receives the idea of the noun assistance. The last word is assistance. Assistance is classified as non-countable noun. This non-countable noun is used as direct object, and this direct object receives the personified action being expressed by the verb grants. This is the correct analysis of the given sentence. Government grants us assistance. This time we are going to diagram the same sentence, government grants us assistance, following the same pattern, subject plus transitive verb plus indirect object plus direct object. Okay, this is the horizontal line for the base sentence. This is the vertical line to separate the simple subject from the simple predicate or the transitive verb. This short vertical line has to separate the transitive verb from its direct object, and this short horizontal line is for the indirect object of the transitive verb. The subject of the given sentence, government grants us assistance, is government. So we have to put this word on this section. Next is the simple predicate of the same sentence, which is grants. Grants is classified as transitive verb because it has direct object assistance, which receives the action it expresses. Therefore, this transitive verb grants should be placed on this section. The transitive verb grants has indirect object, which is the personal pronoun as. This personal pronoun receives the idea of the direct object assistance. So we have to put this personal pronoun as on the short horizontal line below the transitive verb grants. The last word is the direct object assistance. This noun receives the action being expressed by the transitive verb grants. So we have to put this direct object right after the short vertical line to show that this noun is used as direct object of the transitive verb grants. We have here a slanting line which is supposed to be the place for a modifier of the transitive verb grants. However, our transitive verb grants doesn't have a modifier, so we have to leave this landing line blank. This is the correct diagram of the given sentence, government grants us assistance. Let us now refresh your grammar skills in differentiating the transitive verb from the intransitive verb. On your screen are two tables and each one has sentence with the subject students. Both sentences have the same verb either, read. The verb of the sentence at your left side is considered transitive verb because it has direct object, books, and this direct object receives the action being expressed by the transitive verb, read. On the other hand, the verb of the sentence at your right side is considered intransitive verb because it does not have direct object to receive its action. What it has is the adverb silently, and this adverb modifies the intransitive verb, read. Another way on how to differentiate the transitive verb from the intransitive verb is by formulating a question to be answered with the word coming after the verb. For example, with the sentence at your left side, students read books, we can formulate the question, what do students read? And this question is answered with the statement, students read books. Meanwhile, with the sentence at your right side, students read silently, we can formulate the question, how do students read? And this question is answered with the statement, students read silently. Let us always remember that a sentence with direct object can be formulated into question beginning with the relative pronoun what. And this question can be answered with a statement with the direct object. Meanwhile, a sentence with adverb can be formulated into question beginning with the relative pronoun how. And this question can be answered with a statement with the adverb that modifies the intransitive verb. The other relative pronoun to begin a question and be answered with a statement with direct object is whom, while the other relative pronouns to begin a question and be answered with a statement with an adverb are why, when, where, or to what extent. Let us now proceed to differentiating the direct object from the indirect object. Again, we have two tables on your screen and each one has a sentence. The sentence at your left side runs this way, sun supplies energy. This sentence is almost exactly the same with the sentence at your right side, which reads, sun supplies earth energy. In fact, these two sentences have the same subject, sun, transitive verb supplies, and direct object energy. Both direct objects of these two sentences receive the action being expressed by the transitive verb supplies. The only difference of the sentence at your right side from the sentence at your left side is that the sentence at your right side has indirect object earth, and this indirect object receives the energy to which the action of the transitive verb supplies is acted upon. Let us always remember that an indirect object answers the question for what, of what, to what, for whom, of whom, or to whom. I hope everyone following Dose of Grammar Facebook page and subscribing to Dose of Grammar YouTube channel has learned more about the 5 basic sentence patterns. Coming next is the chapter 2, sentences following the basic sentence patterns with single word modifiers. The first lesson under this chapter is analyzing and diagramming a sentence following the pattern subject plus linking verb plus noun with single word modifiers. Let us have this example of sentence following the same pattern with single word modifiers. Gifted, the poor child successfully became a famous wandering wall painter. At a glance, one might be confused to identify the pattern being used in this sentence because it is composed of more than 3 words. Well, identifying such pattern would become easier if one exactly knows how to identify the function and relationship of each word to other word in the sentence. There are 11 words in our given example of sentence. These are gifted, the poor child successfully became a famous wandering wall painter. Quite long, isn't it? However, the same with what I have said before, no matter how long a sentence be, the first words that one has to identify first are the words comprising the pattern. Since our example of sentence follows the pattern, subject plus linking verb plus noun, the words that one has to identify first are the subject, the linking verb, and the noun. And what are these words? These are the noun child being used as subject, the linking verb became, connecting the subject to the predicate noun, and the noun painter being used as predicate noun. Now, all the remaining words are what we call modifiers. These are gifted, the, poor, successfully, a, famous, wandering, and wall. Let us now identify the words being modified by these modifiers. The first 3 encircled words modify our subject child, gifted child, the child, and poor child. The next encircled word successfully modifies became. And the last 4 encircled words modify the noun painter. A painter, famous painter, wandering painter, and wall painter. Let us now analyze the same sentence with the use of a table with 4 columns to show its elements or words, each word's name or classification, each word's function, and each word's relationship to other word in the sentence. Our given example of sentence is composed of the following words: gifted, the poor child successfully became a famous wandering wall and painter. Let's start analyzing this sentence with the first word gifted. Gifted is classified as past participial adjective. This adjective is a modifier modifying the noun child. Next word is the. The is classified as article. This article is a determiner and at the same time a modifier. Being a modifier, it also modifies the same noun, child. Following the is poor. poor is classified as descriptive adjective. This adjective modifies child either. The fourth word is child. Child is classified as common noun. This noun is used as subject of the sentence. As subject of the sentence, it is identified by the predicate noun painter. Coming after child is successfully. Successfully is classified as adverb of manner. Unlike the first three modifiers modifying the noun child, successfully modifies the linking verb became. Let's proceed to the word became. Became is classified as linking verb. This linking verb helps make this statement. Besides, it connects the subject child and the predicate noun painter. We have another article which is a. The same with the article the. A is also a determiner and modifier, meaning to say it determines and modifies the noun painter. Article A is followed with famous. Famous is classified as descriptive adjective. It is also a modifier, modifying the same noun, painter. Wandering comes after famous. Wandering is classified as present participial adjective. It is a modifier too, modifying the noun, painter either. Our last word is a wall. Wall is classified as adjectival noun or noun modifier. It is a modifier either, modifying painter too. The last word is painter. Painter is classified as common noun. This common noun is used as predicate noun. Showing its relationship to other word in the sentence, this predicate noun identifies the subject child or gives another name for such subject. This is the correct analysis of the given sentence. Gifted, the poor child successfully became a famous wandering wall painter. Let us now proceed to sentence diagramming. Our given example of sentence is gifted. The poor child successfully became a famous wandering wall painter. Okay, this is the horizontal line for the base sentence. This is the vertical line to separate the simple subject from the linking verb. And this slanting line has to separate the linking verb from the predicate noun. The three words comprising the basic sentence pattern being used in the given example of sentence are child, became, and painter. These three words are also comprising the base sentence, so we have to put these words on this horizontal line. The subject of the given sentence is child, so we have to put this word on this section. Next is the linking verb became. Since this linking verb connects the simple subject child and the predicate noun painter, we have to put this linking verb on this section. The last word comprising the basic sentence pattern is painter. Since this word is used as predicate noun, we have to put this word on this section. Let us always remember that whenever we diagram a sentence following the basic sentence pattern, subject plus linking verb plus noun, we have to separate the linking verb from the predicate noun with the slanting line to show that the predicate noun gives another name for the subject or identifies the subject. Let us proceed with the following slanting lines. We have three slanting lines below the simple subject child, and these three slanting lines are for the modifiers of the simple subject child. These are gifted, the, and poor. So we have to put these modifiers on these three slanting lines. The linking verb became has also a modifier, and its modifier is successfully. So we have to put this word on this slanting line. The last four slanting lines are for the modifiers of the predicate noun painter. These modifiers are a, famous, wandering, and wall. So we have to put these words on these four slanting lines. This is the correct diagram of the given sentence. Gifted, the poor child successfully became a famous wandering wall painter. You may again test yourselves by analyzing and diagramming the sentence below. Determined, the ambitious student is now a very inspiring business manager. I am sure that anyone to do this learning activity can easily analyze and diagram a sentence following the pattern subject plus linking verb plus adjective with other single word modifiers. I am Teacher Nixon, emphasizing the given sentence. Gifted, the poor child successfully became a famous wandering wall painter by encouraging us all to make use of our God-given talent for the welfare of our society. Thank you for watching.